Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Luke and I'm documenting my bodybuilding journey and taking you along. So, today, as I said in one of my previous videos, I really want to focus on my back today at the gym. I've got a chest and back day planned and I'm going to push some weight on my chest, but I really want to put a big focus on my back. I'll talk more about that whenever we get to the workout. But for now, what I've got here is my breakfast, and this is going to be roughly half the serving of oats is what I normally do, a serving of Rice Krispies on top, as well as some almond milk and protein powder that I'm going to pour in there just as my cereal milk. And then the regular over here, got my 3 whole eggs, 3 egg whites, and 2 pieces of toast that I basically turned into French toast. So this morning, I've got to train just a little bit earlier than usual once again. That's why I did my my faster digesting breakfast. I've got to work in the evening, and the drive isn't going to be nearly as bad today. I also wanted to talk about a few other things that I have going on now. So first off, I ended up passing my national registry just yesterday. No, it was 2 days ago, sorry. Just 2 days ago. And I am super excited about that because that means that I get to start working as a EMT. I am also going to be in school working to get my paramedic license. That way I can practice as a paramedic in the future. And then eventually I'll be going to a fire department, but that's still a ways down the road. So something new I've been doing recently is I've been reading this daily Stoic as well as reading my Bible. Sorry. I just like this because it gives you a lot of good information on just how you should look at things in life. I mean, the Bible does the exact same thing, but this is just a different way of looking at it, different quotes from different people. I want to work on my mind as well as my body, prepping for this show, and this book is really helping with that. All right, so I'm going to get into eating my breakfast because I'm starving, and I'm also going to go ahead and read my Bible and my Stoic and pray over breakfast as well. Alright, I'm on my way over to the gym now. I am going to be sipping on just a Powerade Zero and some pre-workout on the way over there. So I'll see you guys at the gym. Alright, there we go. Now, as I was saying earlier that I didn't record for some reason, I really want to focus on like my form as opposed to weight or rep PRs. Just really want to think about squeezing my armpits together. Feeling that lat and that contraction right there. That's the main goal for today, is just really feeling the lat. All right, what we got up next is incline bench. Last week I worked up to a top set of 195 for 8. I had a couple of sister reps on the end, so this week I don't know if I'm gonna have a spotter, so I think that I might work up to 195 for maybe 7. We'll try and press that for a good amount. Forgot to mention too with this workout what I do, so I'll go back and forth between back exercise and a chest exercise. Just give the muscle group that already worked a little bit of a rest. All right, with this version of pull downs, I'm gonna do them single arm and just keep focusing on that contraction. Gotta go kind of light on these because I clipped up both of the pulleys up at the top. But back you up a little bit. There we go. All right. Really get a good stretch in these. You can really focus on that lat. Just really twisting that elbow down. Now that I've got the pump cover off, you can really see like where that insertion of the lat is right down there, and just how much tension these single arm pull downs put on that. All right, what we got going on now is weighted dips. I've already worked up to my working weight, which is 50 pounds. I'm gonna try and hit a rep PR today. Last week I did 50 pounds for 9 reps, so I'm gonna try and break 10. All right, bad enough I was not able to hit a PR on those dips, but now I'm trying to work up to my working set on these just seated rows. Just really focusing on that back contraction still. All right, so what we're gonna have up next is some shoulder work and just a little bit of rear delt work. Besides chest and back, it's really all that I've got. I mean, there's not too many movements to it. It's just focusing on that contraction, focusing on the squeeze, and not trying to up the weight too high. So I'm gonna go get those done and then pose for just a little bit and hit some cardio. So. Okay, I'm going to practice a little bit of my posing, just like mandatories, you know. Front lat spread's looking pretty good. I've kind of figured it out, but my back lat spread, it's just not 100% where I want it to be. So I'll go ahead and start out with this front lat spread. Now see, what I want more of is this little spot right here. I'm not 100% sure that you can see that, but I just like my lats to sit down a little bit lower than what they are. And you know what? Whenever the weight starts to come off too, whenever I start prepping, it's going to show a little bit better. But I'm just thinking now, like if I were on stage and if I were in a judge's seat, like what would I be looking for? Of course, I would be looking for that lat width to go all the way further down. So I'll go ahead and show off the back too. I don't know, I just feel like it's not looking 100% where I want it to look right now. And that's okay. It'll come up with time. Okay, that was a pretty good workout today. My back felt really solid afterwards. I mean, I can definitely tell that it's going to be sore tomorrow morning. Just that one cue, thinking about squeezing your armpit together, that really makes a huge difference on any of those lat exercises. Say it was just my biggest problem was not feeling my lats and always feeling my biceps. I've been watching a bunch of different videos on how I might be able to fix that, and sorry about that. And eventually that was what it came down to, is just lower the weight a little bit and make sure that you're trying to squeeze your armpit. So a immediate post-workout snack that I brought, found these orange creamsicle Bell protein bars at Walmart the other day, and I decided I would try them. They're solid. They are actually kind of taste like an orange creamsicle, so I'm impressed with them. All right, on the way home, I'm gonna have to stop and get some gas somewhere, and then once I get back, I will get going on lunch. Hey, lunchtime, what I ended up doing is throwing 100 grams of rice and non-fat cottage cheese into a bowl, and while I waited on my chicken to cook, I had a turkey sandwich because I guess that's the acceptable thing to do while you're on a bulk. So what I do whenever the chicken comes out is I kind of chop it up a little bit and then throw it into the bowl with my rice and cottage cheese. And you're gonna have to hear me out on this part because this is where some people might think it gets weird, but I blend all of those together, and what it turns into is basically like chicken and rice mashed potatoes. It sounds weird, but don't knock it until you try it because if I'm being so honest, it is one of my favorites so far. All right, so we got finished up there working on those trucks. Really, they weren't too bad. I mean, a lot of them, all that they had was just maybe a few bug spots on the front and some dirt up underneath. Um, that's the thing about some of those is whenever you wash them like weekly, they aren't bad at all to get clean. About the only thing with washing a garbage truck that I kind of can't stand is you can only get a garbage truck so clean, and you're trying to work within a reasonable time constraint as well. So some of them you kind of have to leave a little bit dirty, and I mean they get worked super hard. They're garbage trucks, and it just kind of bugs me that I can't get them all the way clean, but it's fine, whatever, I guess. So I am gonna head on home. Right now, I'm snacking on just an apple. And whenever I get back home, I'm kind of thinking about maybe some tilapia for dinner. So I will see y'all whenever I get to dinner. All right. I just got showered up and got my meal made up. So what I've got is I've got some macaroni, and over here I've got around a pound of tilapia and a baked potato. So this is going to be a pretty good meal. It's going to really fill my calories and it's going to have a lot of protein in it as well. Um, it sets me up pretty well for tomorrow, just the extra carbs and protein, and just sets me up well for the rest of the evening. I will probably have some kind of dessert later, like what I've been doing here recently is a bowl of shredded wheats with a scoop of protein on top, and that usually fills the rest of my calories for the day. So I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure that you like it, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. That way you can follow along with the rest of my journey. In the next video, I'm really excited because it is one of my favorite days. Once again, it's leg day, and I'm going to move some big weights in the next video. I'm hoping for a lot of reps. Um, yeah, so you have to wait and see in that next video what I've got planned. So I once again just thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.